I've been doing a lot of thinking here, and this whole bullshit of doing an internet show uh, is starting to wear thin on my patience and thin on me as because a lot of people, they do what they call podcast, and I'm not part of that podcast community. I'm more, I'm a live show guy, and that means I know audio streaming. And there's a guy on YouTube called the Shaman. He's quite an expert. The thing is, I want to hook up my charger here. Okay. The thing about him that I couldn't believe was that he didn't know anything about live streaming. So, I got a chance to talk to him because he does a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of articles about podcast. I don't know nothing about this shit. This is technology that is beyond me. I never was a real technical guy. I was more of a hobbyist. But I didn't know how to do a lot of things in electronics. I didn't know how to solder. That was one of the things that you really need to learn if you got into electronics back in the day. I didn't know how to hook up things, like wire things. And this internet is similar to, like, it's got audio. Your computers have audio jacks, and that's simple, but, like, where do you hook it up to, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not a really technical guy. And even though I have I have an IT guy, and I have an audio guy, guy who's actually worked for Hall and Oates in their recording studio. Well, the Darryl Hall, not Oates. He's a very technical guy, and that's my audio guy, and he hooked up the studio. I didn't hook it up, he did. And then I have my IT guy. We are friends, but that also causes a problem because I may have to ask him for things where I may not have to pay him, or I'm trying not to pay him. But I think this time I'm in a mess over here, and I actually told the streaming company now that I may cancel my account and find a well, the thing I don't like about them is that the billing is complicated. It was I don't know. A lot of this shit is internet. I don't like the internet. I don't like texting. I can't talk to somebody on the goddamn phone. I have to fucking text them to get some real fucking decent customer service. That's bullshit. I don't like fucking texts. And I want a company that I could call on the phone and say, look, I'm having this problem. Did you get, like these people They don't take the money automatically. They should take the money automatically out of my fucking account. What's this bullshit that I have to pay them? What if they have a mistake in their software and the money I'm supposed to pay them doesn't show up? Well, then I'm fucked, right? So unless I get a company now that eliminates the text, that has phone support, and will automatically deduct, because a lot of people do that, I can't see myself being with this company. It's just too complicated. I have to open up a client area. I got to go in their fucking website. I got to do this. I got to do that. Hey, fuck that, man. And I'm going to tell my IT guy, look, man, pay the bill. Look, the company's pretty cool. But, you know, they're not so cool when it comes to a guy like me who doesn't understand where the client area is. I don't want to do this shit. I mean, when I first hooked up with the company, it was simple billing. And now they're not showing me how to pay the money. They're telling me I got credit. They're telling me this. They're telling me that. Now, another thing I forgot to tell you is I forgot. Oh, that I needed a modem, a new modem. Now, I don't know. And I was going to get one today, and they made me, if I wanted the modem, that I would have to get a new password and username. I have 10 devices here, and I'm not going to do all of them, and I'm not even going to do half of them. And then the IT guy has the audacity to tell me I'm lazy. Hey, if you've been doing the kind of advertising that I've been doing the last couple days, you wouldn't fucking call me lazy. So I may have to get somebody else. I mean, I may have. I tried to do it, you know, before I got this guy, and I know this guy for years, and he is a good technician, but he shouldn't talk that way to me. Tell me I'm lazy, because I don't know. You know, these passwords are complicated. And I'm going to sit there all day trying to figure out the password and how to put it in the computer. See, I got Windows 10 and I got all this shit. And I don't know how to fucking do that. Like, in other words, you got to go in the menu. It takes time. And you got to do that on an off day. You know, you don't do that on a show day where you only have a few hours. You know, a few hours goes by like 5 minutes. I mean, what do you think? I'm going to spend all goddamn day trying to figure out the passwords? I mean, you know, to put them in, because I don't know the menu. I don't know the computer that good. I don't know how to bring up the network, the you know, where you do things. I don't know nothing. I can't even explain it right. I'm explaining like a moron. I always used to have problems with that. When I first did cable, I had several computers, and the technician put in the one password for the one computer. Now I think I had another computer, or even another one after that. It wasn't that easy for me. It took me a long time to, and you got to put it in right. You just can't fuck around. You got to put the password in right, and it's not easy. Trust me on that. It's not fucking easy. I mean, for a guy that knows what he's doing on the computer, it's easy. But for someone like me who doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing, I mean, I could do it, but it's going to take time. And when you got the show only like several hours, like maybe I think it was like 4 hours away, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to put in the username and password into my computer so I could fucking use my computers now? Like, no, I don't think so. And then I have another 3 computers. That makes 6. And then all my cell phones that I use, they're computers. So in the cell phone, it's easy. But the the laptop is not easy, and the desktop is not easy. You have to actually go in your menu, and you have to find the thing to put in your password and username. You gotta know what you're fucking doing. And it does take a little bit of skill. I know there's a lot of people I bet you can't do, especially the women out there. You know, women that's not, I mean, all right, you could call me a woman, but a lot of the women out there, they're not as technical as some of these guys. And those kids, they could do it better than both of us. I don't understand what's up with the fucking kids out there. They could do it better than anyone. They know that fucking computer inside out. I don't. But all that stuff, that I'm talking about, it could be done by me, even though I have limited capabilities and skills. I think right now the problem is very technical. I don't know if the modem caused the problem for me not to be able to connect to the streaming site. And the streaming company, they did something. They fucked me up. They said they disabled me, and then they did something else. I don't know. I don't know what they did. They did something. And I'm not capable, because I'm not technical. That's something that the IT guy should do, not me, the IT guy. But I still think that I'm going to have to pay my guy. I don't really have any money right now. To pay my IT guy so he could, fix the issue. This is the most confused. I mean, I've been off the air before. I've had problems before. This is the most complicated thing, this situation here. I've had about maybe 10 incidents where I was, off the air. I couldn't do my... I think one time, just recently, over the summer, I had a problem with Citrus 3, which is a streaming company, And everything was going good. I did 3 shows in a row. Everything was fine. No problem. All of a sudden, I do my 4th show, and I'm not latching on to the server. Like, the server is not acknowledging my computers. They're not broadcasting over the internet to the servers, and this company was in England, and they had a bunch of servers. That's what streaming companies are. And I yelled at these people, and I told them, why are you fucking me? Why are you fucking me? Why are you fucking me? Why isn't the signal going through? And I couldn't understand what they were explaining to me. I don't know if they explained to me in a technical term, but I got very impatient with them. And I say, hey, I'm paying you motherfuckers money. I want my service now. You know what they did? Because I complained so much, and I had every legitimate right to complain, they deplatformed me. They kicked me out. They refund my money, and they kicked me out. Rather than talk about stories, I think what I really need to do is I gotta find a way to, through a website that can be easily maintained, so I could load up my shows on, the website. You feel me, right? And I guess it's a podcast. I'm just not cut out to be. The internet is to me, it's very unstable. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can go wrong. I'm not very technical, but if you show me to push whatever buttons I gotta push through the mouse on the, and this was a very easy setup. Or the easiest for me because of my skill level. Just take the mouse, right? Point it toward the streaming service, click it, and you're on the air. Nobody can fuck that up, right? But with my luck, I didn't fuck it up, but what happened? It worked over a month ago. Why didn't it work now? I didn't touch it. I don't touch these things, because if you touch them, you could fuck them up. I didn't touch nothing. I gotta be honest with you people. I have been enjoying myself doing these videos. Because there are people that are pretty cool, I'm not cool. I'm a volatile guy. I'm a bad guy. And I don't like to be fucked around. And I'm not afraid to offend people here. I'm not afraid to tell people, you know what? You're not being really nice. You're being a douchebag or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't got a problem like that. And I'm not doing it because I want to scare people off and I want to intimidate people and I want to tell people to go fuck themselves. That's not really where it's at. I just want to share my experiences as a human being. I've gone through a lot. And even though I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, I'm not doing such a good job. I'm not consistent. You know why? Because I don't have money. If I had money, I could pay you. And I say, look, you're going to be my technician. You're going to sit on my couch. I'm going to do the show. If anything happens, run toward it and fix it. You know, like Howard Stern. He had the $1 billion studio, and he had all these people waiting on him, hand and foot. What do you need, Howard? What do you need, Howard? I don't have that here. I try to learn. I can't do it. I'm useless. I think I'm useless. I don't think I'm worth much to myself. I think the best thing about me is I have a big mouth. The best thing about me is I have a bad temper. The best thing about me is that I'm a New Yorker. And you're not going to find people like me. And I could be psychotic. I don't know. Because tonight I'm acting pretty psychotic. And I've done some videos here where I didn't act like this. But the pain in my heart is killing me. Not that I'm getting a heart attack. There's going to be somebody that's not going to talk to me anymore. I wrote to her. She's the manager of Voodoo Moonshine, number 34 in the Billboard charts, and I had a chance to interview them. And unfortunately, we had to have the problem tonight, and that's what we did. We had the problem tonight. I don't know what happened. And, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make more friends. Oh, somebody last night told me that they don't get these videos. And I don't know if it's face crap fucking with me, because I know face crap and me don't get along. I have served 220 days in face crap jail. So, oh, who's this jerk off? Okay. Well, let's get him out of there. See, my enemies, they can't resist attacking me, even though I block them. And you know, they still, you know, they're like cockroaches, you know, and they always find their way, but you see, they can't help themselves, because they're like this guy. Well, there's a guy out there called George William Floyd Painter, and he's a scumbag. And he loves to suck my dick, you know? And he loves to follow me around because he's obsessed with me. Now, this guy went by the name of Donald Eugene Painter. I'm not familiar with that name. I'm familiar with George William Floyd Painter. So, I don't know. But anyway, just gonna check out this gonna write to this woman. Sorry, had tech problems. Okay. Just wanted to, so, wow. I had some asswipe out there. Douchebag. Was he going by a different name because he's been blocked here so many times? Well, guess what? I will continue to block him and anybody else that gives me a hard time. But we, I think it's really hard to believe, but the um, the Facebook video has been pretty good to me, pretty damn good to me. But I may have to take off some time from this. I think this is going to be one of my last videos for at least a few days until I can solve what I want to do. Do I want to fix the problem and pay my IT guy to solve it? Do I want to what do let me see. I guess two choices. IT guy fixes it and I got to pay him. I don't have any money right now. Or the company fixes the problem. I told the company that I'm ready to cancel my account with them. And if I cancel my account with them, that means that I'm thinking about doing something else. Basically, I don't know. I don't know nothing about podcasts. I know this shit's going to cost me a lot of money. Because then I have to get a technician. And then I have to get the software or whatever it takes. I know nothing about podcasts. I really don't. Anybody out there know about podcasts? How do you hook it up? I took a pill before, so I'm a little bit. I think the pill's kicking in. I suffer from anxiety. I wish I had money. I would buy a CD duplicator tower. It looks like a like one of those gaming computers, and you can record. I've seen small ones. You could record like one at a time. The other one is like three at a time, I think, or two at a time. But the one that I want, it's like a tower, and you can record like up to 6 CDs in less than like 5 minutes. It duplicates. And then what I would do is, I sell them and I mail it to people, like a mail order business, and they would have my shows on CD. But I heard they're not going to make any more CDs. But I do have several hundred in my collection. But what's the sense of doing something like that if the CDs are going to go out of business? Although you could probably get anything on eBay. So it wouldn't be a show. It'd be like a podcast. But I would have the disc, and then, oh, that's another thing. Do people have CD players? I didn't think of that. All right, so that's not a good idea. Yeah, okay, so might as well just get my IT guy and fix the problem. He was with his girlfriend tonight. That's why he didn't pay too much attention to me. You gotta get that pussy and shit. But last night I had a good time. We brought people in and we had like a discussion. And but I don't know. I'm just not in the mood right now. You know, I'm gonna get out of here. And see what my options are. See what my options are. Because I can't fix this by myself. I need my IT guy. He's the one that knows how to do this shit. He didn't sound very interested tonight because he was with his fucking... He was with his girlfriend. So that took more precedence than, you know... Because I treated him the other day, took him out to a restaurant. Damn good technician, but I think he's the one that's lazy. He calls me lazy, but you know something? I think he's the one that's lazy. That's what I think. Well, I guess it's adios, I guess, here. I had a great show tonight, and I worked on it since Sunday, and today's Wednesday, so I basically finished it up. I think it was yesterday, and it's all gone down the toilet. I maybe want another technician, but all they want to do is rip you off. And a lot of them are just not competent. They care more about money than really trying to help you out. You know, like I need a good technician that's going to help me out. That's all. And he'll get me something that I want. He'll look around. I don't know. I think my guy's annoyed with me. Maybe because I called in on him when he was with his girlfriend. You know, it's just little things like that that get people pissed off at you. And, you know, he should have did a team viewer. And he should have, like, oh, this, he should have, like went in there with the team viewer and see. Maybe he could have gone inside there but no, you know, I think I'm going to have to bribe this guy. God, I don't have any money to pay anybody. I'm not really working. I'm semi-retired without a pension. So money is very difficult to come by. if I was established with the show and I asked people, every once in a while to drop me a 10 or a 20 spot, and if you have like 10 people or 15 people, they would, they would, help you out. They would give you the money. And then once they give you the money, then you may have a couple hundred, and that's enough to pay, a good IT guy, and then you can get your shit fixed. So if my IT guy doesn't help me out, and I already told him I would pay him, then it's time to get somebody else, I guess.